Hi, my name is Marjorie Wildcraft, and I'm the founder of the Grow Network. We are the premier community of people who make our own medicine, grow our own food, and we're building real resiliency in communities across the world. Today, I have the fortune to be at a pristine location on a biodynamic farm. We're high up in the Rocky Mountains, far, far away from any metropolitan area, at the top of the watershed where the water here is pure and clean. The soils here are pristine and far away from any type of agricultural toxins or runoff. So the water, the soil, and then obviously an abundance of wonderful sunshine is an ideal environment for growing not only food and vegetables, but also for medicinal herbs. Hi, this is Marjorie Wildcraft with Stephanie Sison, who is a biodynamic herb farmer and a very, very unique and rare person. There just aren't that many biodynamic farmers around especially for medicinal herbs. Stephanie, why is that? I mean, it makes such superior medicine. I mean, you can just see the difference in quality of what you're producing. Why is it that we don't have a whole lot more biodynamic farmers?
Sure. And not all, some biodynamic farmers are more mechanized than we are, and we do use machines to a certain extent. But what we're looking at is really that high quality hand interaction. And it is a lot less expensive and time consuming to use oil on our farms, to use big tractors, to use plastic mulches, to use all of these things that take the people out of the farm and use machines and oil instead.
Roundup or
oil
Roundup,
also.
chemicals.
So chemical
agriculture,
chemical mechanized agriculture is much cheaper than having lots of people. Like, think of the way we used to farm as a tribe, as a human species. We've been farming for a very, very long time, but it was a tribe that did it. We would never have 1,000 acres with one or two farmers.
Right.
You
Actually,
would
a
never be
1,000-acre farm is kind of small,
right?
These days.
And you can do it with one or two people and a bunch of machines and a bunch of plastic wrap and chemical sprays. And so moving back to this place of really holistic farming, it takes time and it takes labor and it takes costs that not everybody is willing to do. Weeding,
make those trade-offs.
Yeah, make those trade-offs. Weeding your garden by hand takes a lot of time and it's a lot of work.
It does.
But plastic wrapping the earth is not something that I'm willing to do. So to me, that's a trade-off I'm willing to make.
You know, that's a good point. We were in the fields earlier, and I don't want to drink out of a plastic bottle. Why would I want to eat food or take herbs that were grown completely smothered in plastic, right? Because clearly those plants are going to uptake some of that.
Absolutely. And from a USDA organic perspective, you can plastic wrap all day long, and that is
really,
not at
that's
all
part of
against
the certification, really.
It's not against the certification.
Right.
Almost, you'd be hard pressed to find any scaled commercial farm that isn't using plastic wrap. But if you find them, you should buy their stuff.
Well, thanks so much, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
That just helps explain, and I feel that humanity made this great experiment of centralizing our food systems, automating, mechanizing, chemicalizing, and it was like a pendulum that went way over here. And now it really is palpable that we're starting to go back because we've realized the fallacy of that, how it's making people sick, how it's poisoning the earth, and how unhealthy that is. And so I see you as a pioneer or a leader in that movement back, and you're actually really at the forefront of moving back to a much more holistic, and I wouldn't even say sustainable, I would say regenerative form of producing really, really valuable medicine.
And that's really what I'm glad you brought the sustainable regenerative word up, because that's really what we're trying to do. We want to not just sustain this space and land that we're on, we want it to be better for having us been here and been interacting with it. And that's what we're seeing over time as we're building our soils while making medicine and spreading crops around.
Nice. Thank you, Stephanie. If you'd like to pick up some of Stephanie's herbs, I have a very limited quantity of them for sale. Head over to thegrownetwork.com, and in the menu there, click on Shop, and there you will see the variety of Stephanie's herbs that we have for sale. I also work with a very limited other number of high quality, high integrity herb farmers, and you'll also be able to find the herbs that we have from them available there also. Head over to thegrownetwork.com and click on the menu for shop.